everyone.
Sunset is beautiful.
Hello. Sunset is beautiful. Welcome to the Yarn is Calling podcast.
Episode 9.
Episode 9.
I haven't been here in like months.
I know.
It's been so long.
Look who's here.
Yay!
So this is Saturday, March 16th.
Yes.
Day before St. Patrick's Day.
Remember, we weren't going to say the date because we were going to post this a week later.
I don't care.
Okay.
We're still gonna. This is still the day we're recording it. I'm not gonna delete that out later if I feel like I need to do that. So
sounds good.
yes. So welcome to our podcast.
Yes.
This is our podcast all about knitting and crochet and art and all those fun things.
Yes. Someday I'll show my cross stitch. I just haven't worked on it in like ages. When I pull it back out to work on it, I'll bring it on to the show.
So thanks for coming. Thanks for showing up again.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. If you're new, welcome.
Love you all.
And if you're a returning viewer, thank you
fans
for coming back. I'm Holly.
Oh, I'm Kirsten.
And I'm holly.knits on Instagram. And Holly Isaac on Ravelry. I got it right that time. I have a hard time remembering my name.
Remind me of who I am on both of those things.
You are
I'm Lady
Kirsten.
Lady Kirsten on which one?
Instagram.
Instagram.
But it's KIRS10.
10. Lady Kirsten. And then I think it was
You're Kirsten Joanne.
Kirsten Joanne on
JOANNE.
Yes, I don't go on either one of those particular social media things terribly often. I'm more of a Facebook, Pinterest girl. Love me my Pinterest. So
yes.
Sorry, the sunset is very distracting. It's so
is.
gorgeous.
Yes. So we are at my house again.
Yes.
So we're coming to you from Newburgh, Oregon. And it is about 7 o'clock in the evening because we've had a crazy day. And
Full
so
day.
we have, our sunlight is mostly gone. So we're just having artificial light in here today. But we are peeking at the sunset because it's gorgeous.
Yeah, so I'm just like to peek around every once in a while because as it like changes and morphs, you know how it does.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I haven't been here since like Christmas and New Year's time. So
Yes.
we just haven't been able to make our schedules align such
Yes.
that.
So we're excited that we can make our schedules work out this time to do this.
Yes.
So this morning, the guys all got together, the guys plus Allison, and got
Yes.
together and did their D&D this morning. And
Well, today. They ended like 2 hours ago.
that's true. It was like an all-day thing.
It always
And
is.
it was
though.
a wild and crazy day because the grandkids were here too.
Of course, and you've met them now.
Yeah. They were kind of okay, last episode. I was so scattered. The kids were in, they were out. They were in and out. And Heidi wanted to be in my lap all the time. And I was just...
There's no weird things today.
Yeah.
Apologize, world. Sorry.
It's okay. I know. Mine's doing weird things. I have this piece right here that's going... beep.
Well, see, I got a weird piece too. Don't we
So
both have like
what
a weird piece, a
ever
weird curly piece
even.
sticking up.
I know.
And
So anyway. Enough primping. So, since we saw you last, Allison and I... Okay, so we had recorded last Saturday, actually. Because then the next day we went and finished the yarn crawl. And I had
Yes.
posted at the end of the last episode, the second half of our yarn crawl. We hadn't acquired anything from that day yet. We hadn't gone yet when we podcasted, but I did show footage. So if you watched it all the way to the end, thank you. If you slogged through my videos at the end about yarn crawl, thank you. I didn't really get a whole lot that day. We were mainly just getting our... There's some few colors.
Mm-hmm.
We were mainly just getting our passports punched, and at each
Yes.
store, if you made a purchase, you got a free pattern. So I wanted to support the local yarn stores. So the one thing I have to show, because I just got little bitty minis at most of the stores, but this thing is my favorite. Okay, one of my favorite stores. There's a lot of good stores in Portland. There's a lot of good yarn stores in Portland.
I mean, yeah.
Some of them were kind of hard to find. And like one
All
of them,
the better.
your dad could not find a place to park. He just dropped us
I know
off
you're
and
right
drove
about that.
around and around, and we finally and we couldn't even find the front door to that one. That one was weird.
Well, it was like the one in Tacoma when we were like,
Right.
is this it?
That
But
was a
inside
great
it was
store.
like a yarny magical kingdom thing.
But the last one we went to, Starlight Knitting Society, that was a great one. So that had a little play area for kids, like a little playroom, and then it had like a living room area with like a fireplace and couches and everything. And
Well,
so
that's super fun.
Bryce and
Excuse me.
Jason just sat there while we looked around a little bit, and that's where I got this thing. One thing I am going to show you. Whoa. It is my, I can't even see what I'm doing. There we go. My Tuft Woolens. It's made by Tuft Woolens, but it's lip balm. And it's honey. Okay, so I used to have some honey lip balm that I got from Avon like ages ago. And I've never been able to find honey lip balm again ever. Right?
Oh, it smells so nice.
I know.
It smells like
honey.
It smells like, no, it smells like honeycomb.
Yeah, it's really, really good. It's very authentic honey. So, when I saw that, I'm like, I'm buying that. So, that was my favorite purchase
That's hilarious.
of Sunday.
Out of all the other yarns, I thought you mentioned the lip balm was the
It's like when we went to Fiber Fusion and I got face cream.
That's right. You were like, yo, face cream. That was funny.
It's really great. So, I'm very excited to find some honey lip balm again. Mm-hmm. So, since it's only been a week since I don't have a whole lot to show, but she's been busy. She has. I was gonna say lots to show, but kind of not because you keep giving your stuff away like I do.
Yeah. So like, I have like some paintings that I was gonna show, but then like I've given 2 of them away to my friends already. So I was like, well, we'll just insert pictures somewhere. But I did bring some stuff to show, but I figured I don't know. It's been 2 months. Update on life a little bit.
Yes, update on life a little bit.
I'm
Sure.
22 weeks.
23 weeks?
22 weeks pregnant now. So, I'm feeling very large. I know, like, you know.
And I just had an ultrasound.
Yes, we know gender. We're having a little girl. I'm so excited. So very excited because I love the little girl paraphernalia.
So, of all of my girls, I have three daughters. This is the middle one. Of all of my girls,
yes,
she is the girliest of all the girls. She was always about pink and princess and pink and wands and fairies and Barbies and
I'm still all about that. All of those things. I'm still about all of those things.
Right. But I'd almost kind of forgotten about that just because now you're a grown up.
Sure.
And you're not a little girl anymore. But oh my gosh, she was the girliest girl. It was everything was prissy. And not in a
well, see, Heather's girly in like a, you know, more fashionable, like Parisian type. Heather's girly in that kind of way. I'm girly in like a fairy castles and princesses and like
and tea parties
floral and tea parties and like.
So it's pretty excited that she's having a girl.
I'm so excited.
She'll be a great girl mom.
Yes.
And John will be a great girl dad because he has all sisters.
I know, he was like, I've been surrounded by girls my whole life. That's okay though. He's still very excited.
Yes, it'll be wonderful.
So yes. So should I show my stuff first?
So yes.
Okay.
Let us move on to finished items.
FOs.
Finished objects.
Yes.
Okay,
so
finished items. That'd be FI. Sorry, go ahead.
What?
Nothing.
FI? What FI?
Finished items.
Oh. Did I say items?
No, I did. So
sorry.
No, it's me. Carry on. Show your finished objects.
Oh.
Anywho. Carry on.
I will show my 2 finished paintings that I have brought to show. I think one of the paintings You all right there, Mother? What? What happened? I didn't even know what happened. I heard a weird snort or something, but I just sniffed. Sorry, y'all. Okay, go ahead. Wait a minute. Show your face. No one's gonna be looking. Sorry. Okay. So one of the pictures that I brought to show as an FO is a painting I might have shown on a previous one, but it wasn't done yet. I know it's done. So I was going to show you.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
This lovely.
Oh, it looks kind of like what the sky looked like a few minutes ago.
Right, this is kind of what the sky looked like a few minutes ago. Only not quite so cloudy. It was just more like these deep pinks and purple colors. So I'll just get closer.
I was like, get closer maybe.
Because it is washing out a little bit.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah, that's pretty.
which is unfortunate. You'll just like go slowly. So
Maybe don't tilt it.
oh,
There we go.
ah.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Look at those clouds, y'all. Ooh, that's so pretty. Wow, Kirsten, beautiful job.
Thank you. I really like this one.
Yeah.
I love the colors. I just love this kind of color scheme anyway, which are fun. It's funny that so then when I show later, it's almost the exact same color scheme.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
so, and this is a picture. I find a lot of my painting inspirations on Pinterest, just like photographs that I see on Pinterest, and I just paint them.
Do you still like Pinterest?
I love Pinterest.
Okay. There's things I love about Pinterest, and there's things that really annoy me about Pinterest.
I adore Pinterest. That's the social media thing I'm on the most. Pinterest, man. Love it. So
Yeah, she's finding patterns and knitting and crocheting patterns on Pinterest and showing me, and I'm looking them up on Ravelry.
that's right. So I do my painting with acrylics. So I haven't really tried oil or watercolor, so I'm kind of like compare. I just enjoy the acrylics. I like that they dry really fast because then I can paint over it if I screw up. So it's like
Yep.
yeah. It's not so like wild
It's not so
and like
temperamental or whatever.
and like like
watercolor. Like watercolor, you have to be real careful with. If you accidentally get a little bloop into somewhere, and all just go.
Right, like I think we talked about it before. Like I am a product crafter and artist, not a process crafter and artist. So I really like having all the finished things.
Yes.
The process is enjoyable too, otherwise I wouldn't do it.
Right.
But I like having the product at the end, and so
Me too.
I like being able to do the little precise things that I can do with the acrylic paint that I've tried watercolor a little bit. That being said, I haven't like explored the medium very much.
All children do watercolor. Did you do watercolor when you were little?
Oh yeah. But
That's not what you're talking about.
Yeah, but even then I was like, I would rather draw my precise little princesses that I would draw. I forgot I have the other thing to show you. Speaking of princesses. Anyways, I have another.
I have no idea what she's talking about.
Okay, I'll pull it out. Where is it? It's we.
Oh, I'm getting hot. It gets hot. No, it's not you. I get hot and cold, and
No, I know, but I'm like down here and I can't find my thing.
I get hot and then I got cold, and then I got hot and then I got cold. Yes. Okay. I haven't seen that all done. Oh wait,
You haven't?
Oh.
Okay, so this
Oh, it's so cute.
is another little painting that I painted.
So cute.
Just a little sweet kitten. Again, a little picture I found on Pinterest. So like I don't like own any of these like pictures necessarily. I don't know what the
Yeah, look at the
copyright
detail on
rules are on that. I'm just painting pretty pictures that I see.
detail on his little face. Is it focusing? It's not focusing very
A
well.
little bit.
Doesn't help that I can't hold it still. Crying out loud, Holly. Ooh, it's so pretty though. It's so cute.
Anyway,
Love it.
so yeah, I painted this. Painted my little kitty that I love. So, and these are all like up on my wall at home. I have like my whole like stairwell is filled with my different art pieces I have done.
I have a little tiny easel that I got at whatchamacallit.
Hobby Lobby.
I actually got mine at
where'd you get yours?
that place. Everyone, Walmart.
Oh,
It's a little tiny easel,
Yeah, it's like the.
and I just sit she made me a little painting like that, and I just sit it on the easel, and it's on my mantle.
Yes. But like I have all my art up there. I have my pencil drawings. I have my colored pencils, and I have my acrylic paintings that I've done. I don't think I really have anything else up there, other than my
Photographs.
scrapbooky photographs that I've done. So, anyways, so there's
So
and I
speaking of
have
art,
two other paintings that I have started and completed recently. Like I said, I've already given them to my friends.
right.
I'll describe them to you and then put up a little picture.
Okay.
Briefly describe them. One of them is just like a wee little. They're both the small little canvases, which are really fun to do because then I could do those in like 2 hours.
Yeah. You
versus,
still
like,
get great detail on them, even though they're
large
really
ones.
tiny. You
I
do
like
amazing.
Wee brushes, man. That's what I like to do. So I painted a wee elephant for
It was really pretty. It's really cute.
my friend Christine. He's like kind of like hiding in the brush. So I will put up a picture.
Yes.
And then the other painting that I did for my friend Cassie is of a little succulent. She loves succulents.
It's cute.
I'll
They're
show
both
a
great.
picture of
Yeah.
that. I'll put a picture of that up too. I don't feel like holding it up with my phone. I don't think that would be
Yeah.
very effective.
So what else have you finished?
Okay, so something else. I finished this a long time ago, but I just kind of like forgot to be like showing it because like a big part of my art and what I do is drawing. Like
Yeah.
I've been drawing specifically princesses
Yes.
since I was like 3, you know.
Yeah. Yep.
And so as I've gotten older and drawn more detailed things, what I've sort of just developed doing, what I started doing is I would draw my very nice detailed, like Disney-esque style, like princess, and then I will trace her out in pen, and then they're like 95% of them are hers. Because I like drawing pretty dresses. Boy clothes are boring. So, that's just my opinion. Boys are just less interesting to draw. I just love the pretty flowy. Anyway, again, I digress. And so then I'll trace it out, and then I'll make photocopies of it. And I'll color those photocopies. And I've been doing that for quite a few years now. And what I've...
Keep talking. I'm going to close the curtain.
Okay. Maybe craft the window a little more. Okay. And what I've eventually just developed is I've been making like coloring books. And I really, really, very much enjoy doing that. And like I don't sell them or anything. I give them to my friends. It's basically what I do. And what I've done...
Kirsten. Sorry.
No worries. And what I've done recently is I've made a master coloring book for myself. Because I would make all those little coloring books with some of the pictures, but then, you know, didn't have a complete book for myself. Unfortunately, then I drew and traced out more. But I'll have a part 2 eventually when I get the same amount. So I currently have like almost 100.
Did you mention that you've been giving them out to your
My
people?
friends.
To friends? Yeah.
I give one to my sisters and to my friends, and like you know we're all adults now, but like who doesn't like to color in a pretty princess dress? I mean, really. Like,
Well, they make adult coloring books, so yeah.
right? It's totally a thing now, and
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm just a snob, but I like coloring my own pictures
That's okay.
because I like what I like. And anyway,
Show them the cover.
okay, so this is my coloring book. This is all just like scrapbooks, you know, I just cut out. Is it really backwards? Or,
It's not backwards.
okay, I
Yeah.
kind of remember.
Yeah, it'll be
So
fine.
and then I just went to Office Depot and had it bound to
Look
this
at all
nice
those.
like
How thick that is.
classic. Oh
That's
yeah.
a lot.
I have like probably almost 100 of these now. There's like 80 some odd in here, and then I've drawn
Wow.
like
Wow.
10 more
realize
since I made this.
You made such a big one of so many.
It's my master
You
one. It's
almost-
all of them.
You almost colored all of them in here.
Oh, I have
Almost-
not. I've colored maybe like 6 in here.
Wait. Are these the copies or are these the originals?
Oh, those are the copies. I do not color
okay.
the originals because then I can't make more copies. So,
This one.
so like it's fun
that.
because a lot.
y'all. Isn't that beautiful? Y'all.
It's okay. We can do 7 for a little bit.
What's wrong with me?
So then, like, a lot of these pictures. Okay, so she's Iris, like the goddess of rainbows. I think one of my friends will just like request me to draw like random things, and my friend requested me to draw her. So I just kind of invented what I thought she would look like. What a goddess of rainbows would look
Is
like.
there a particular one that you want to show, or am I just randomly showing stuff?
You can just randomly show stuff. I don't care. So
Look, she did an actual background.
that was
I'm
hard.
always harassing her. You gotta do some background. They're all floating in the middle of the
They're all
air.
floating in the middle of the air because I don't care
So
for
she did
backgrounds.
background
I'm
on
not
this one.
great at backgrounds. I'm not great at like greenery and stuff. I like people. Drawing people is my thing. What's that one? Oh yes. You should show her shoes.
hair.
Show her shoes.
And her fun shoes.
I love her shoes. I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, she's pretty. Sorry, now I'm all excited.
Let's show all the pictures. We'll be here all night.
I know, right?
Look at her happy face.
So like the pictures at the beginning of this book, no, at the very very end of the book, because I go from oldest to newest, is pictures that I probably drew like 10 years ago.
Oh yes, I've seen these old mermaids.
Right. Well, and like that's like the first one I did like that. And like let's see, there's my original Maggie and Peggy. I tend to fantasize in
Maggie and Peggy.
who was which? Oh, Maggie and Peggy. Excuse me, I'm
She
Peggy.
created a
That's
full-on world and story around these two ladies.
Me and my friend Chelsea.
You and Chelsea. Oh, that's not the one that you've done with you and Angie.
No.
Okay, so here's the newest one. You can see a difference. The newer ones are a little more detailed and finer.
Yeah.
Finer.
So that one, actually, funny enough, so that...
Do you have your orcs in here? Or not your orcs, your
Oh,
dwarves?
oh, my dwarves? Or
Your
like
dwarves.
Or like us as
Us.
Vikings.
Us,
Yeah,
us.
they're in there. Oh, there's you.
Oh, this is me! Look at my knitting basket, y'all.
So I drew my
Look.
whole family as, like, we're in the Viking time periods. That's Mother. Here's your little knitting basket.
Ah, I wish I was that cute.
You are that cute. So we see. So that one is...
This is Heather.
That's Heather and
Caleb
and Marcus.
And Marcus. This was before Heidi was born.
Yes. So...
Oh my gosh. Is this Allison?
That's Allison.
Okay. And this was before Allison was married, so
Yeah,
there's no Bryce.
so her husband isn't in there.
Allison as a Viking warrior. Oh yeah, because this one was...
That was me and Luke.
You and your friend, just friend
Yes.
Luke. Yeah, I showed this one
my-
already.
Yeah, that was me and my friend Luke. And then there was one right after you that was Dad.
Oh yes, that's right. We gotta show Dad.
Yeah.
Whoop, not
There
that.
he is.
Nice.
Yeah, so a lot of these drawings span at like a range of like 10 years. That's my father. He actually looks more like Grandpa, funny enough. Like if you look at his face, he kind of looks like Grandpa. But you know, whatever.
Yeah, but the older your dad gets, the more he
this
looks
is
like
true.
his dad. So, aren't they great? Isn't she wonderful? Don't you all want a color book too? I do.
So, I mean, if you really want one.
I love it. I love it all.
So this is yeah. So I
So
worked
have you
on
ever
this.
sold them?
I have never sold them. No,
You just give them as gifts. You
I
never
just
actually
give them away right now.
So if somebody would want to buy one from you,
hmm
what would you charge?
I have no idea.
So that might be something to think
I
about.
need to work that out.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about working that out and maybe opening like an Etsy shop potentially.
Yeah, totally should do that.
Because I think people would buy them.
I do. I think people would
This
buy
is
them.
my opinion. I think
Okay.
they're great.
Yeah, they are great. I think people would totally buy those.
So,
Yeah.
let me see. Oh, she's cute.
Oh yeah, she was cute too.
Oh, I
didn't show
finished
her.
Oh, I was going to show her. I liked her.
Okay. Oh yeah, she's darling.
So, I just liked her. So, I was going to show her because she's cute.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
I like her green clogs.
Yeah.
Super cute.
Yeah. So, anyway, I like a lot of my like drawings are based off of my friends. Like I will go through and be like, oh, this person's based off this friend. I probably have like
All your friends in here?
a lot of them.
Yeah.
I do. I really, really do. Like a lot of my axe friends.
Mhm.
A lot of my axe friends.
Yeah.
And because I assigned a magical creature to each one.
She's very creative in her brain. She makes up stories in her brain.
But like with other people. I don't just like sit there and do it by myself. It's always in tandem with someone.
That's true.
You know, because it's way more fun that way.
She doesn't want to actually play D&D with all the rest of them. She
No,
just
I
wants to
wanna
create the characters.
the characters
and the
background
world.
story and the world. But like, yeah, I'm a mechanics in D&D. I'm kind of like, I don't want to learn all that right now.
More-
So those are all my artsy fartsy things that I've finished.
Okay.
Because I kind of went through a little like yarn crafting slog. I just didn't want to work on any of them because that's kind of what I do. I get bored to work on something different, and then I go back, and then I just like cycle through all my crafts. So I got bored with knitting and crocheting for a little bit, for about I don't know, a month and a half.
Well, see, and that's why I have so many whips, because I get bored doing my thing, and so I need to work on something else.
Right, I have like
So-
5 whips in progress. Well, yeah, way more, I know.
Okay.
But anyway, I've been jabbering for a while. What do you have?
Do I have finished? Okay, so last Saturday, I showed you all that I had started.
The colors on that are so intense.
Yeah, I had started the
It's so pretty.
Sprinkle Socks Cowl is the name of this pattern actually, and I think I had I had the leg done, so I finished.
I like the pattern. I feel like that'd be really comfy to wear.
Yep, it's very stretchy. So, and I did, so this yarn is, and I've been holding it, actually, housing it in my Peg's Procrastinations bag. These are my well, these are one of my favorites. I have a lot of favorites.
You do have a lot of favorites.
Peg's Procrastinations, right there. And she's got these carabiners on the end of her drawstring. It's a bucket bag, so it's got a round bottom. So
That's nice. So it sits nice and like
so it sits
topple
nice.
over.
Yes. And it's got this
What are you
nice
doing?
parachute cord, and then this particular one is a counter.
Well, that's
on
handy.
there. Yes. My other one has just the the locking, pulling. I'm sure there's an official name for it. I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
But this one has a counter on it, and I like it a lot. And they'll have a pocket inside and cute, matching fabric. This is my coffee bag.
Bag before? I feel like you showed that bag before.
I probably have, but I haven't shown the details of it before.
Okay.
So
I'm
anyway, I've
surprised.
started sock 2. So that's as far as I've gotten. So what I dug this
Stab
out
yourself
for,
in
I
the-
did
in the
stab
middle.
myself because I wanted to show the yarn. So I'm using, I'll kind of ward off, Savvy Skeins,
Oh, I love the name of
and
the
I
yarn.
got it in Texas. And I didn't actually say self-striping on there. I wasn't 100% sure, but I was 99% sure it was self-striping. And it's the Cusco colorway, which looks just like
I
Cusco.
love it. I love that.
And then
that
for the
name is
heels,
fantastic.
it is. The heels, toes, and cuffs I'm using, I don't think I said this last time, which is why I'm saying it now this time. I ripped my
Oh, good job.
Premier yarns, Serenity, Deborah Norville, just, got it at Joann's, just
Yeah.
black for the heels, toes, and cuffs. And then I'm also, I think I've shown this before, I'm making another pair this is for my nephew Brenton.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
making another pair for my nephew James, and I've started those
So you
ones
have like
as well.
matching socks. How cute.
So they'll have matching socks. They're like
How old are they?
12 and 14, 10 and 12, something like that.
I don't know.
Growing, whatever. Anyway, so Brenton likes red, so I made his heel turn red, and James will have this color, the tealy blue-green heel turn. So that way they can
Or
distinguish.
turquoise.
Yeah, turquoise. So they can tell them apart.
There you go.
And the pattern's different too, but still.
Oh, it is, but
Still, just to be
a
easier
10 or
to.
12-year-old boy may not be like, that's
Yeah,
fine,
and they'll
that's
see their
my
heel,
pattern.
and they'll this
may not notice.
So, yeah, you can kind of see the pattern is just textured. It's
Yeah, it's a nice pattern. Oh, nice. You get a good view of that. It's like you can look at the yellow.
yeah, it's just knits and pearls,
Mhm.
but it's real stretchy, so it's real nice.
Yeah.
So I finished that and got the second one started this week.
Yay.
The other thing I finished this week was I finished my my Whip Wednesday. So every Wednesday I
yes.
work on a very old whip. I've been trying to work on my oldest ones to my newest ones. So anyway, this one was the latest one I just finished.
Those are
So
fun.
I had this one.
They're
I had
really
this one
fun.
done because it was a test knit.
Oh.
So then I finished this one, and I don't know if you can tell,
They're like.
but I ran out of teal on the toe of
You
the
did?
second one. Can you see that?
I'm looking at it in person and I can't tell.
You can't tell that it's lighter?
Oh! That one.
Just a hint
Oh my gosh.
lighter.
See, no one would ever know unless you
This is
said
what I did.
something.
Okay, so this pattern, is anamorphosic fibs. I was laughing about it last time because I was like, that's not a word, and it actually is a word, and is the name of these socks. Anamorphosic fibs by
What does it mean?
I'm a whale, Imawale.
I'm a wall.
I'm a wall.
I don't know.
It's the fibs is in reference to the Fibonacci squares, which
Oh,
this
okay.
is based on, and the anamorphosic has to do with
Like changes. Okay.
changing and morphing and whatever.
They're like the little Animorph books.
So if you look at them, they're going in reverse. So they are
Those are some trippy socks.
they're reversed from each other. Yes.
Really trippy
Yeah,
socks.
when I have a picture that I posted on Instagram and Ravelry, and when they're on my feet and you can really see the difference, you kind of makes your eyes go, whoa.
Mm.
But the teal color is Vulmaza. I always say Walmies. And the colorway were different. And then the
What are you saying? Walmies.
I know, it's Vulmaza, I think is how you
Oh.
properly say it.
Okay.
And the cream is the Tempted Yarns, Good Girl, and Echo, the Echo colorway. But like I said, I ran out right, I don't know if you can see where it starts to get a little bit lighter right in here. So right about here, I ran out of the teal.
To see
and I actually,
life. I don't think you can't tell on the camera.
Well, and this is kind of a one-of-a-kind colorway, so you can't, I couldn't order more of it.
Oh no.
So,
what did you do? Did you just find some stash?
I did. I dug out. I had some old self-striping yarn, and it was Premier Yarns, Serenity Sockaway, Deborah Norville, just kind of the cheap stuff, and I don't know if it's called the Mardi Gras colorway, but it's in like Mardi Gras colors. It's purple and teal and gold.
Did you just like take a chunk of the
Yes.
teal?
Yes, I was taking out teal. So there's
Oh
like
my gosh.
probably 3 stripes worth of teal that I was piecing in here. 3
That's great.
teal stripes.
Oh my
Because that was the
goodness.
closest I could find to match. So,
That's amazing.
but it worked.
It worked, man.
So, and this technically is only a half finished object, obviously. I still have the other one to finish.
Yes, this is
I
true.
still counted it as a finished object because I
would
finished it
count
this
that.
week. And the other thing that I almost finished today, I have
So,
just a wee
we on to
bit left
whips?
to do. I guess so. I wanted this to be a finished object. It's a 99% finished object.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, maybe not 99%. Anyway, so I showed before the 13 Memories socks. That was the warm-up pattern for Sock Madness. And I used 13 minis, and I made those, and they're very scrappy
That's
and
fun.
very colorful, and I gave those
yes.
to Heather.
Yeah.
And then I
I've
took
seen those rather.
5 of the minis, plus the heel and toe yarn, so I guess 7, and made Heidi some matching socks. And I still had some left over, so with the rest of that, I'm making Marcus some. So this is what, I don't even know if you can even see these very well here.
You see the colors at the very least. I
See
mean, they're
it? Look
very
at that.
vivid.
Yes, they're very vivid. So I did pull from my own
Super
little
fun.
leftover stash some
Very fun.
greens, some of these greens right here, and then this
Especially
heel
like this
green,
little section.
the heel colors.
Yeah.
So can you? It's kind of hard to see these, but
Yeah.
and the pattern, you can see that it's
It's like a nice like
3x1 garter stitch rib.
Mm-hmm.
So I did 48 stitches on a 1.5. I actually did a 1.5 instead of a 1 because I just wasn't sure. He's 4. He wears like a 10.5 to 11 size shoe, which is about a 6.5 inch foot. And yeah, he's growing. So I did them toe up so I would not run out of the yarn. But I know, aren't they funky? They're really ugly, actually. But he loves them.
I like them.
Well, they're not
I
like
think
super
they're
ugly, but I mean,
fun.
they're fun.
I would wear those socks.
Yeah. So he loves rainbow and he loves
loves
purple.
all-
So I told them that these were, what did I tell him? That they were rainbow monster
Yes.
monster
Rainbow
socks.
monster socks.
And he was excited. He was asking about them the other day and he was excited. And so he wanted to try them on today. We tried them on and they fit. They're just a hair loose, which is perfect.
That's perfect. Yeah, because
So I just have
they'll fit him perfectly very
these
soon.
little tiny bits left, as you can see.
Ta-da!
And I'm working on the, I don't usually work 2 at a time, just because of this, and it's a mess. But because I didn't want to run out of yarns, and I did these 2 at a time, toe up. So, so yeah, I'm on the cuff right now, and I'm just about ready to, I'll probably do 1 or 2 more rows and bind off.
Mm-hmm.
So, they're almost done. Yeah, it's just a 3x1 rib, garter stitch rib, 48 stitches, I think I said, size 1 needles. So,
That all you got?
that's all I got for whips, but that's because that was an almost finished object. I do have other whips, but you can talk for a while. What do you have that you are working on?
Okay, so I only have
Work in progress.
1 whip. Currently, I only have 1 because, like I said, I went through my yarn slump, and then I just had the urge to crochet something quick and large and easy with a massive hook. So, I just...
That's not true that you only have 1 whip. I know for a fact you have more than 1 whip.
Okay, only 1 current whip that I'm working on that I
Okay.
haven't shown yet.
Okay. I'm like, you
One
have the
more
buck
whip.
sweater.
Well, I've shown that.
Right.
I haven't worked on that in a while.
Yeah.
I meant to bring down, but have you help me? But
Oh, I didn't realize you were stuck.
well, I was just afraid to cut the.
Oh, okay. We'll talk about that.
I just wanted assurance. But anyway, so I just wanted something big and large and easy to knit, so I just decided with all the random yarns that I have in my stash that did have projects to go with them but that have fallen by the wayside that I'm not going to make. So I just pulled them all out and I made a giant granny square.
Show us. Show us.
Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, it's very large.
So I was telling her, I'm like, wait a minute, this doesn't look like a whip. This looks done. What are you talking about?
Okay, I'll
so,
say that in a minute.
yes.
Okay, so here's my giant granny
Oh,
square
it's really soft.
blanket. So,
Look at the colors.
ooh. So if you notice, it's kind of the same colors as my painting, as my cloud painting.
Wait, where are we? Okay, so, oh my gosh.
It's just literally a giant granny square. I just started and didn't stop. Oh, I forgot to get the names of the yarns. Okay, so I have 3 different yarns in here. 3 different brands of yarns, I should say. So, oh my goodness.
So you're marling it, you're holding 2 strands
I am
together.
marling it, yes, thank you. And so the consistent yarn color that I use is this pink, and it morphs from a pink to a peach
So it's a gradient?
teal to a blue to a purple.
Do you have the skein with you?
Oh, in fact,
It's really soft. Along with your hook?
so here it is. It is a Hobby Lobby brand yarn. I can't remember what it is.
100% acrylic, I'm assuming.
Probably.
Yeah.
I didn't look.
It's really
I
soft
think
and
that's
squishy, though.
Yeah, it's really super nice. But I bought this to make Cassie a scarf, but then I was crocheting it up and I just didn't like how it looked by itself. I just didn't like how it was crocheting up. So I was like, screw this nonsense, so I bought her something different. And so I decided to marl it with all these colors that happen to be in the thing, if you notice. Okay, and so then the light blue, here, I'll my little, the light blue and the dark blue and this burgundy
You're
color.
like a teacher.
They're all the same brand of yarn. Also Hobby Lobby. What is that brand? It's the shimmery one. I don't know.
I love this yarn.
Nope, that's the peach.
I don't know Hobby Lobby's yarns. It's a Hobby Lobby anyway. It's the
a
shiny
Hobby
one, a Hobby Lobby.
Well, no glitter, but like the yarn itself is like nice and shimmery. And then the final color that I have on the outside is Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn.
Those great colors.
So
It is like a sunset.
yeah, I've really been liking this color combo lately. So that's what I decided to do. But
It's kind of heavy.
it is
So what size hook did you use? You just said massive.
N
Do you know that in millimeters?
10 millimeter.
10 millimeter.
So it's not done because I'm all the way around and I'm
It
like
looks
completed. And the reason I'm not finished is because I saw this thing on Pinterest. I saw these people making afghans and then sewing a piece of fleece or flannel onto the back of it, and I was like, ooh. So because there's all these like largest holes in the middle, because the hook I used was too large for the weight. Even marling it, the hook was too large, and so it's really like loose and open. If you
It's
notice,
really drapey.
it is. It's really
Yeah.
drapey and nice.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it'd make for the most comfy of blankets because of all the holes in it. So
You have your toes and fingers stick out when you're trying to cuddle in it.
right, exactly. So what I'm gonna do is
Might
find
make it wear
a
out a little faster
contrasting color piece of flannel or fleece and sew it onto the back, and then like crochet it like an edge around it.
And
somehow.
you'll want to like
I don't-
attach it like you would
Yes, I'll
a
tack
tied quilt.
Right, I'm gonna tack it down so
Yeah.
you can't like open it up.
Right. Yeah.
Otherwise that would get obnoxious too.
Oh, what's going on here?
I don't know.
Oh, it's the strings.
It's kind of.
There.
We'll just put it over here.
Okay.
So.
It's fun and pretty.
So that's why it's not an FO, because I am going to
Right. Add more to it.
add more to it. And so I'll probably have that as a FO perhaps the next time we podcast to see if I can
What's that hook?
see if I can like I've seen a couple tutorials on watch a couple tutorials on how to do that exactly, because sewing yarn is difficult like with a machine, so I'm gonna have to like figure that out, but I'll figure it out.
I forgot to bring something in here to drink.
You want some water? I have some water. You want to fix it?
Sure. I didn't really want water. but I'll have some of yours.
Well, my water is special, so.
Special water.
And that is all I have. Oh, other than the presents you bought me.
Yes.
But we're still on whips, so.
Yes, I have one more whip that I started this last week. So, a friend of Kirsten's, really, I guess,
Yes.
at our church is having her first baby as well, and she's having a little boy. And the baby shower is at the end of this month. And it turns out I can't actually go to the baby shower because I'm watching the grandkids that day. But I still wanted to make her something. So I am making her, it's a free pattern. It's called Smarty Pants. Look at this. I ran out of paper. So now I have
Green.
So I have all these colored papers.
Back from when we were homeschooling,
Yes,
right?
Yes, and we would make lap books and do all kinds of things when we were homeschooling. And so I have all sorts of colored paper. And we ran out of the white paper in the printer. I didn't know it. And apparently there was some green paper underneath the white paper that I didn't know about. So when I printed the pattern, it printed in green. But the pattern is Smarty Pants by Drops. It's a free pattern. It's just pants, baby pants, and garter stitch. And I'm using, so I've started that. I'm using, it's sport weight yarn. So I'm using the Regia Nautica in these pretty, like grays and
nice,
blues.
Like silvery, bluey gray. Yeah, Nautica is a good color. It's a good name for it because it's very like ocean-like. You know.
Well, Nautica is the type of color it is. The actual color.
Oh. The number?
The actual color is 6064.
Oh, well, you know.
Yeah. So
very apropos.
And then it's a 150 gram skein. But then I said I wanted to make a hat to go with it. And they have a matching hat that's also garter stitch. And I thought, well, I might not have enough to do the hat and the pants in just this. I might not. So, so I decided to stripe it because I saw some other projects on Ravelry where they had striped the garter stitch, and that looks really cute, the garter stitch stripe.
Sure.
So I'm striping it with this blue.
Oh, that'll be nice. Okay, yeah.
And it's, this is a very, 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 very old stash yarn. I've had this in my stash for so long. I don't know how old this is. This is the Sanguine Griffin Bugga in Golden Orb Weaver. Anyway, the point is, Sanguine Griffin is no longer dyeing yarn.
Oh, wow.
It's not the Sanguine Griffin anymore. They split, and so you've got...
Baby's moving. I feel her.
It's split into two.
Oh.
But I don't remember the names of the new yarns now.
Okay.
Anyway, this is a sport weight. It's 70% merino, 20% cashmere, 10% nylon. And normally I wouldn't do cashmere for something for a baby, for a person that I don't know how she will handle her hand knits. But most of it is going to be in the Regia, and so I'm sure it'll be okay. It'll just be a few stripes. And and it is machine washable, so if I just tell her not to put in the dryer, maybe it'll be all right.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I think these two colors will look...
Those will be really, really pretty together.
Really nice together.
Yeah, I think that'll look really super nice together.
This would look great with a really pale blue or a really dark navy blue even.
Yeah, it'll look with a lot of different colors.
Yeah, but this one I thought was a nice medium.
It's like a nice in-betweeny, so...
Yes.
It'll
so
be
I've
really,
got...
like, soft, you know?
I've got... It looks kind of funky right now because the way it starts off. But this is the waistband.
Oh, I see. Like, it goes, like...
So it actually will go like this. So it goes up in the back.
Right, well, because of baby little butts, you know.
Right, so it'll go around the diaper or whatever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so anyway.
I want pants for my baby.
I can make you pants.
Yes.
And so you can see I've got 2 rows of the blue in there already. Oh, Holly, for crying out loud. Okay.
Oh, yes.
I
can see that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So,
that would be like in person.
Yeah,
sorry, y'all.
It's real pretty. I really like it. And
yeah,
I did
super pretty.
So for the for the heightening of this part, for the wrap and turn, I didn't do a wrap and turn. I did the yarn over short row heel where you yarn over and turn. And I put on my project page on Ravelry a link to the YouTube video that helps. But it makes it so that you really can't see. You can't see them. I mean, you can, for the most part, you can't see them.
That's cool.
So, anyway, your baby wants a burrito. Anyway, I'm using size 2.5 needles, which is a 3.0 millimeter. Yeah, a 3 millimeter. So that's what I started this week, and then I was gonna try and finish it, and then Marcus wanted his socks, and so I thought, I better get those done because he's asking for them. So
right, I'll breathe baby isn't asking for it yet.
This is in my.
Shown that bag before, surely.
Yes, I have.
Okay.
So it's in my silver shed bag, and this was from the Zombie Knit Apocalypse a couple years ago. So I like it because it's bigger than the sock bags that I have, so I can hold something just a little bit bigger in it.
Excuse me.
And it's got this fun printed yarn, and I actually have these yarns too, these minis.
That's great.
So I have, so I'll make something fun with it sometime. So yeah, ZK 2016. Can you see that? Anyway, so there we are, and I think. Well, okay, and I still have the same whips that I showed last time too. Jason's gray striped socks. I haven't finished those yet, so I'm still working on those. I am expecting the next Sock Madness, expecting to be sorted into teams this weekend, maybe, or at least they'll be starting to work on it this weekend, and then we'll be getting our first pattern. So anyway, and I bought Kirsten presents.
Yes. So the last thing we have to show, right?
Yeah.
We have to show.
So I went to Stitches West.
It's good because baby's getting hungry.
Yes.
She wants a burrito. So.
So I told you about Stitches West a little bit last time,
Yes.
and I bought presents for all the girls because they couldn't come with me.
I asked for hot pink yarn.
She asked for hot pink yarn.
Hot pink. I've loved hot pink lately. Okay,
Show them what kind it is.
Sorry, I'm excited by the hot pink. I
It's
can't see what kind.
junk yarn.
Junk yarn, and it's called Carol.
Yep.
But it looks like it's like Barbie. Oh, it's like Barbie pink. I just love it. Yes.
So I went into, actually, it's funny,
Love it.
because I went into the Starlight Knitting Society booth at Stitches West, which is the yarn shop that's here in Portland that I went to on Sunday. So I went into their booth, and they were carrying Kemper's yarn. Kemper Ray is the dyer, and they were carrying her yarn, and I had picked out all these Barbie yarns and this one, and I poloed Kirsten and said which one. I thought for sure she'd like the Barbie ones because she was all about Barbies as a kid. She wanted this one. Then I met her. Did I tell you? At the Starlight Knitting Society last Sunday. She was there. She was had her trunk show there. She was there that day with all her yarns. And I told her, I said I was picking out yarn for my daughter. She had some more of this there. And she said, yes, well, it does go with the Barbie yarns. And for Ray, she's a
she
great,
got that for me.
Great dyer, you all. Great dyer. You gotta go check out her Etsy store. Check out her Etsy store.
Ooh, maybe
she had
maybe I'll just like order a couple more skeins and things and make something like a sweater for myself. Anyway,
or something. Or something. Hat or a cowl.
Or whatever.
And,
so then she also got me this. So it's like a little mermaid kit.
Yeah.
So there's all these like different, I'm assuming
Red Heart had a booth there too.
Different like separate skeins to make these two little mermaids. So, and this is knitted, not crocheted, but that is fine. I'm excited to knit. I like small projects. I like knitting small projects.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm excited.
I knitted Heidi a little tiny doll, and it was super fun and very
I can knit
instant gratification.
I can knit these for my little girl.
And tell about what those can do.
What can they do? Oh, yes! Okay, so if you look really closely, they're little mermaids, but you can't really tell anything. But their little fins can come off. So they can be like their little legs do. Anyway.
When the gal told me that in the booth, I'm like, well, I'll have to just get one.
I love it.
And then I realized I should have got two because Allison was kind of coveting it a little bit, I think.
Mine. Well, it's Red Heart, so you can probably order it online or something.
Well, I could have too, but, whatever.
But you were there, so
I know.
it makes it more special.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the last thing that Mom got for me recently, look at this yumminess! Oh,
So this
Oh,
is
it's so pretty.
Expression
Plumeria.
Expression Fiber Arts. So, yeah, Plumeria. This is her Sincere
It's so
sock yarn,
gorgeous.
which is 75 merino, 25 nylon. It's so soft and
A
plumpy.
pair of socks out of this.
So I follow
need a pair of socks.
I follow her on Instagram, Expression Fiber Arts. She ties beautiful yarn.
It's so
I have been starting a collection of her yarn because they're kind of one of a kind. She gets these inspirations from nature and nature pictures, and she had a pre-order for this. She had
I think
showed
it's
it.
possible I'm following her too because I've seen those.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
she's got beautiful yarn, and yeah. So she had a pre-order for this colorway, and I saw it, and it screamed Kirsten at me with the
pretty.
yellows and the pinks
Rich fall
and the
colors
floral. It screamed at Kirsten, and so I had to get it for her. So I think that's it.
That's it? Good.
Do we have anything else?
I don't think so. Well, baby needs burritos, so.
Baby needs burritos.
Even
I
if
guess
we
we
do,
need to go.
I think I'm done.
I'm done with this.
Sounds right.
Let's go eat some food.
Pregnant lady's hungry.
And I have to give John his birthday present.
Oh, yeah. So,
All right. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
thanks for watching.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Hey everyone. So, quick little PS. The last little podcast that Kirsten and I recorded, I forgot to talk about the prize. So, I didn't draw for prizes yet. I think I had mentioned that I would give it like a month. And the last podcast we did was just like a week later. Anyway, I wanted to remind everybody about the Crafty Mama Designs giveaway. So go to my Ravelry group, the Yarn is Calling podcast, Ravelry group, and there is a thread with, basically it's go to her shop and tell me what you would like in her shop, and that will get your name in a drawing for this yarn right here. So this is called How You Doin'. It is part of her Friends colorway. I can't even see if I'm showing it to you properly. It's these lovely, like turquoise, robin's egg blue, sagey green, and gray color in the licorice base, which is an 80/20 merino nylon high twist. So, yeah, go enter the drawing for this prize, and I will draw for prizes next month.